Today I'm going to show you a little bit about problem solving by looking for a pattern. Let's start with reading the problem. It says, Mr. Nagpi works in a machine shop. In the shop, the drill bits are kept in a cabinet with drawers. The drawers are marked with the diameter of the bits as shown on the right. Some of the labels are missing. Help Mr. Nagpi complete the drawer labels. Read and understand. First, you think about what do you know? Well, you know that some drawers are labeled with decimals. And what are you trying to find? You're trying to find a way to find the value of the missing decimals. So these two spots right here, that's what we're trying to find. Okay, so now in order to solve this problem, I follow the steps under the plan and solve. Number 1 says to look for a pattern to the change in the tenth values across a row or down a column. So if I'm looking across a row, as I am doing here, I am noticing that the tenth values are not increasing across a row. Actually, the tenth value is staying in 1/10 all the way across the row. But I do notice that the tenth values are increasing by 1 when you go down a row. So you have 1 in the tenths place here, to a 2, and then a 3. So they are increasing by 1 going down a row. So now I look to question number 2. Look for a pattern to the change in the hundredths values across a row or down a column. Now I'm looking at the hundredths place, and I notice that the hundredths place is increasing across the row by 2. It starts with 0 to 2 to 4 to 6 to 8. So now what happens to the hundredths place when I'm going down a column? Well, absolutely nothing. They're staying 0. Here it's staying 2. Here it's staying 4, 6, and 8. So now knowing what I know, I go to question 3. I have to use the patterns to complete the table. Okay, well, using what I know about the patterns, I am noticing that since the tenths place increases by 1 as it goes down a row, that would make this a 3. And since the hundredths place stays the same going down a row, this 6 would stay the same. So this missing value would be 36 hundredths. And the same goes here. The 8 would stay the same, and this tenths increases by 1, 2, and 3. This would be 38 hundredths. That also helps complete the pattern going this way, where we notice that the tenths place remains the same all the way across, which is a 3, 3, 3, 3, and 3. And the hundredths place seems to increase by 2, which would fulfill this pattern by going to the 36 hundredths and the 38 hundredths. So by using the pattern and following all the steps, I was able to fill in the missing spots. Now you are going to use this strategy by finding the pattern in the table, then filling in the missing values in this table. So maybe you want to pause the video for a second and give it a shot, and then you can check your answers, and then we will continue. Okay, after examining this chart and trying to find the pattern, I noticed that looking at the hundredths place, there was an increase by 1/100th going across, with the tenths place remaining the same. Now when looking this way at the tenths place going down a row, I noticed that it was increasing by 3/10 each time, and that the hundredths place was remaining the same. So following that pattern, I would expect this next number to be 54 hundredths, and if this is 54 hundredths, and I know that going down would be an increase of 3/10, that would be, this would be 84 hundredths. And then if this is 82 hundredths, this would have to be 83 hundredths. So that is how I would fill that pattern out. Hope this makes some sense. Now we're going to try some problems and see how you do.